The United States has the sixth highest divorce rate in the world. Breakups can have a devastating effect on both the couple and their kids.
And how parents actually handle divorce and their children can have a long-lasting harmful effect. So Devin Scillian joins us now with how that tug-of-war of divorce can take its toll into adulthood.
Really tough. It is called parent alienation, and psychologists see it all too often. The consequences for children can last a lifetime.
Holly Dressen was emotionally shattered when 15 years of marriage came to an end, and so did her connection with her children.
How do you move forward from a family with 4 children, and how does that work? And so the anxiety and the depression lied right there in front of me, and I didn't know how to make sense of it one way or another.
Holly says her ex turned her children against her, cutting all forms of communication.
My worst nightmare, I would have never thought that I would be alienated from my children, and I didn't even know there was such a thing as parental alienation.
One of the saddest things I ever see in my practice are parents who continue to fight through a divorce and not taking into consideration the effect this has on their children.
Dr. Donna Rockwell is a clinical psychologist who sees parent alienation in her practice. It's a term first coined back in the 1980s.
Parent alienation is a real thing. Parent alienation happens when one parent tries to make the other parent an enemy and win over the affection of their child.
It's essentially where one parent deliberately turns the children against the other parent. For whatever reason. Sometimes it's anger at perceived abandonment over the divorce, or jealousy that the other spouse has started a new relationship, straight out revenge. You know, you're leaving me, and so I'm going to make your life miserable and keep the kids to myself.
Dr. Peters says the sad reality is the parents who hurt their children's natural affection for the other parent are doing serious and even abusive damage.
They end up feeling guilty and having trouble bonding with both parents because, okay, if I go with mom, I agree with mom on this, or I agree with dad, then I'm disappointing the other parent. They feel like they have to sort of pledge allegiance to a parent in order to be acceptable, and that's a really horrible position to put a child in. They're essentially being weaponized.
When parents make a child a tug-of-war during a divorce, especially during conflictive situations where there's a lot of animosity and anger, they are almost guaranteeing that their child might have problems in adulthood because they're not thinking of the child's mental health and well-being first.
Holly channeled her emotional pain through poetry and with the help of therapy overcame her depression. She recently celebrated a breakthrough, a brief visit with her 4 children after almost a year apart.
And by the grace of God, I'm telling you, without my faith, I would have never made it through.
Dr. Rockwell says it is crucial that couples figure out how to co-parent through a divorce. She recommends they sit down with a mediator if necessary and discuss what they need to do as adults to make sure they don't create a negative environment for their children through the divorce and then beyond as well.
It's so important just to ask for help sometimes because it's beyond you and that other person, so you need some guidance.
It takes getting to a certain point to realize that and to
Pass that anger.
Talk it through.
Focus on the kids.
Thanks, Steph.